You just turned 18. The digital clock on your nightstand flashes 12 a.m. Your birthday present isn't a car key, it isn't a watch, it's a matte black box sitting on your kitchen island, dripping a thick crimson puddle onto the white marble. You lift the lid. Your father's severed head stares back at you. His mouth is sewn shut with silver wire. A burner phone taped to his forehead rings. You answer. A synthetic voice speaks a single sentence. The king is dead. Long live the king. Run. The apartment windows shatter inward. A flashbang grenade blinds you. You hit the floor. The deafening roar of assault rifles tears your living room to shreds. Plaster and glass rain down on your back. You roll blindly toward the window, kicking out the rusted fire escape grate. The autumn air bites your face. You scramble down the iron steps, your hands slick with your father's blood. Mercenaries rappel from the roof, their laser sights cutting through the dark. You drop the last 10 feet into the alleyway. Your boots splash into stagnant water. You sprint. You don't look back. You emerge onto a bustling avenue. The city is a blur of neon and rain. You dive into the Friday night crowd. Thousands of bodies press against you. You pull your hood up. You check your pockets. A single brass key and a heavy gold signet ring. The ring is warm. You slip it onto your index finger. It fits perfectly. A black SUV jumps the curb, plowing through a fruit stand. Men in tactical gear pour out. They are looking for you. You shove a tourist aside and vanish down a narrow stairwell. The subway reeks of ozone and stale sweat. You leap the turnstile. A bullet chips the tile inches from your ear. You throw yourself through the closing doors of the downtown express. The train lurches forward. You are breathing heavily. The car is packed with late-night commuters. A man in a trench coat at the end of the car locks eyes with you. He draws a suppressed pistol. You grab the fire extinguisher from the wall. You hurl it at his face. The heavy red cylinder connects. The white powder explodes. Screams erupt. You pry open the side doors while the train is moving at 50 miles per hour. You jump into the dark maintenance tunnel. You hit the gravel hard. You roll, scraping your arms against rusted steel. You run blindly through the dark. The subway train roars past, plunging you back into pitch black. Your phone vibrates. A GPS coordinate appears on the screen. It is 3 miles away. You climb a service ladder, pushing open a heavy iron grate. You emerge into the blinding lights of a subterranean parking garage. A sleek black Ducati motorcycle is idling in the center spot. The key in your pocket matches the ignition. You throw your leg over the seat. You twist the throttle. You blast out of the garage and onto the interstate. The wind tries to tear you off the bike. You hit 100 miles per hour, 120. The city lights smear into long, glowing lines. 2 black motorcycles pull up on either side of you. Assassins. They draw machetes, leaning into your lane. You slam your brakes. They shoot past you. You draw the heavy pistol tucked into the Ducati's holster. You fire twice. The rear tires of the lead bikes explode. They flip into the concrete barricades in a shower of sparks. You accelerate, leaving the wreckage behind. The GPS leads you to a private airstrip on the edge of the city. A Gulfstream jet is waiting on the tarmac, engines screaming. You ditch the bike. You sprint up the air stairs just as a fleet of police cruisers breaches the perimeter fence. Sirens wail. You hit the cabin door button. It seals shut. The engine accelerates immediately. You are thrown into a leather seat. You look out the window. The police aren't arresting the pursuers. The police are shooting at the plane. You realize the terrifying truth. The law cannot protect you. The law works for the people who killed your father. You are thousands of feet in the air. The cabin is silent, lined with mahogany and gold. A woman in a sharp gray suit emerges from the cockpit. She bows deeply. "Welcome, boss," she says. She places a metallic briefcase on the table in front of you. You open it. It is filled with passports. Every passport has your face. Every passport has a different name. You are a citizen of nowhere. You are a ghost. You pour a glass of bourbon with shaking hands. The liquor burns your throat. You realize you are no longer an 18-year-old kid. You are the CEO of a global slaughterhouse. The plane lands violently on a runway carved out of solid ice. You step out into the blinding white of the Arctic Circle. The wind cuts through your clothes like razor blades. Armored snowcats wait on the runway. You're shoved into the back of one. The vehicle crawls across the frozen tundra. There is nothing but white in every direction. No cell service, no shallow escape. You arrive at a massive steel blast door built directly into the side of a glacier. The doors grind open. You enter the belly of the beast. You are standing inside a decommissioned Soviet submarine pen. It is a massive warehouse of death. Rows of crates are stacked 50 feet high. Drones assemble assault rifles on automated conveyor belts. Men with barcodes tattooed on their necks load crates onto heavy transports. This is your inheritance. It isn't a street gang. It is a private military corporation. Suddenly, the alarm klaxons blare. Red lights bathe the warehouse in a hellish glow. "Breach!" a voice screams over the intercom. The people who killed your father found you. Explosions rock the ice walls. Snowmobiles crash through the skylights. Heavily armed mercenaries drop into the warehouse. The air fills with smoke and flying lead. You take cover behind a crate of explosives. Your own soldiers return fire. Bodies hit the floor. Blood stains the frosted concrete. A mercenary charges you with a combat knife. You don't freeze. You grab a heavy iron wrench. You swing it with all your might. The metal connects with his jaw. The bone crunches. You take his rifle. You aim. You fire. You are killing. You hate yourself for smiling. The warehouse is lost. The woman in the gray suit grabs your arm. She drags you toward a secondary blast door. You sprint through the crossfire. Bullets ping against the steel walls around you. You dive into a dark, narrow tunnel. The door seals shut behind you. You are plunged into darkness again. You walk for miles. Your legs burn. Your lungs ache. The tunnel slopes upward. You push against a heavy trap door. You emerge into the blinding light of day. You are not in the Arctic anymore. The tunnel was a high-speed transit tube. You step out on marble floors. You are inside a massive domed building. Men and women in expensive suits walk briskly past you. You recognize the seal on the floor. You are in the basement of the Capitol building, the heart of the government. Security guards don't stop you. They nod respectfully. You realize the scale of your new empire. You don't control the streets. You control the laws. You control the people who make the laws. You are escorted into a private elevator. It goes down. The elevator descends for 5 agonizing minutes. The doors open. You are standing in a high-tech server room. Massive black monoliths hum with terrifying power. This isn't a government office.
This is a black site. A man in a military uniform waits at the end of the aisle. He turns around. You freeze. It is your father. His head is attached to his body. He is smoking a cigar. "Happy birthday," he says, a cruel smile playing on his lips. You are speechless. Your father walks toward you. He taps the side of his neck. A faint synthetic seam is visible. "The body in the apartment was a clone," he says, "a necessary test, to see if you had the instinct to survive, to see if you were ready." You look at your hands. You look at the blood still under your fingernails. The panic, the running, the killing. It was all an orchestrated exam. You passed. But you are broken. You are no longer human. You are a weapon forged in the fire of his paranoia. Your father points to the black servers. "This is the true family business," he whispers. "Not drugs, not guns, data." He gestures to a massive screen displaying billions of lines of code. "We control the algorithms. We control what the world sees, what they buy, who they vote for, who they hate. We are the architects of reality." He places a hand on your shoulder. It feels like a vice. "And now it is yours to command. You just have to swear the oath." You stare at the screen. You see live feeds of cities. You see bank accounts. You see nuclear launch codes. You hold the entire world in the palm of your hand. You look at your father, the man who faked his death to torture you into becoming a monster. You look at the heavy gold ring on your finger. You slip it off. You inspect the sharp hidden blade inside the band. You smile. It is a dark, dead smile. "I'm ready," you say. Your father nods, turning his back to you to type a command into the master console. "Good," he says. "Now, initiate protocol." You strike. You drive the hidden blade of the ring directly into his carotid artery. Blood sprays across the master's server. Your father gasps, clutching his throat. He falls to his knees. He looks up at you. There is no anger in his eyes, only shock. And then a sick, twisted pride. He taught you to be ruthless. He taught you too well. You watch the light leave his eyes. You don't feel sadness. You don't feel anything. The The room is silent except for the humming of the machines. You step over his body. You look at the master terminal. The prompt blinks, waiting for your command. You realize the ultimate power of the Mafia isn't ruling the world. It is the ability to turn it off. You type 3 words into the global override. Delete all debts. You hit enter. You watch the screens. The global banking network crashes instantly. Trillions of dollars vanish into thin air. Wall Street goes dark. The economy collapses in a microsecond. The old world is dead. You pull the hood of your jacket up. You turn your back on the servers. You walk toward the elevator. You are 18 years old. You are the new boss, and you just reset the earth. You smile as you step into the darkness, listening to the beautiful sound of the world tearing itself apart.